just for the record, I told him, hey man, I don't think that's going to be good for the motor. The pistons are cast, and for those of you who are wondering how much abuse a stock LS can take, not like force wise, like induction wise, but like cylinder pressure wise, but the RPM and the stresses, the dynamic stresses that occur when you're doing that at 8,000 RPM. So when you do this, so
it was worth it though.
It was worth it?
Yes.
You sure? Well, all right. Well, remember that, guys. Remember that. He said it's worth it. I don't think it's a spun bearing, but it's hard to say. So you might have a broken valve spring, whatever. So anyway, so I told him to investigate, and then we'll make a video of it. And so we're going to dive into it right now and see where we are as far as the condition of the engine. Okay, so I forgot to say, basically he was in the driveway, and he was washing it, and then cleaned it, whatever, and then
getting it ready
for the
oil and all that stuff.
You checked the oil, changed the oil. Checked the oil, and then revved it up. What? So 3,500?
Like, yeah, when it was warm, like 35, 4,000, just like.
And it started just making a hellacious noise.
Yeah, and then on the D cell, it like started like sound like a.
Just like rattling, like
yeah,
kind of. So yeah, these are cast pistons, bone stock, 100,000 miles.
Plus. That's when I got it.
Yeah, that was years ago. So the motors are really strong. It just, I don't know, 8,000 RPM is a bit much for cast pistons and the stresses. I mean, the piston probably weighs, maybe half pound or so, but it probably weighs 6,000 or 7,000 pounds at that speed, and that happens basically 120 times per second at that RPM. So, but we'll go ahead and time lapse it, or we'll skip ahead until we find something. Then we'll show what the carnage is. All right, so we pulled the dipstick out, and the dipstick is a little bit bent, which implies that
it's close to that.
Something in that area that's not quite right. So I would go ahead and pull that plug and see. Was that number 6?
So, yeah, so 6. So the dipstick enters right under this tube.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm thinking that it would be this one.
All right. You don't think it's any of the other cylinders, or?
I have no idea yet. I have no idea.
Why is the plug so loose?
Why is it loose?
Yeah.
Because I loosened it. But it's
Okay.
wet.
So that's the plug. Okay.
Ooh. What? The gap's closed too.
Oh yeah, the gap is messed up. All right, so we think we have the cylinder, the suspect cylinder. We're going to scope it with the snap-on Borescope and see if it's if the piston's intact, then it'll be a rod issue. So then it's obviously we'll have to take apart the pan to see that. Let's see if we can see something there.
Well, touch the valve?
Huh?
Said it touched the valve.
Is the valve bent?
Well, that's the piston.
Oh, damn, it did touch the valve. Okay, so that's one thing.
Like you see, it's all gouged in there too.
What's that over there?
Well, you can see a crack right there.
Oh yeah, damn. Hold on. Oh, dude, your piston's cracked in half.
Let's do it.
Go back. So that's the cylinder wall.
Chamber, cylinder wall. That's.
Oh shit. Dude, you're missing a big ass chunk out of your piston.
Yeah, right here. Right there is a chunk missing.
What the hell?
Oh yeah, look at that. You see that dot?
Dude, what? Is that the ringland?
So that dot.
Yeah.
That is what shows you what direction the piston goes in.
Okay, and that's underneath the piston.
It's underneath the piston.
Damn. Yeah, this thing is freaking destroyed. Oh, shite. Yeah, this, do catastrophic, that's like the San Andreas fault.
Look, there's another hairline crack right there.
Oh, man. The cylinder wall looks decent.
And then
But,
exhaust valve still open.
yeah, oh, you smacked it. Yep. You smacked the valve. With that chunk of piston.
That side's closed. Right
Yeah,
there.
it's done. That part is done. That's a brand new valve, too.
Mm-hmm. It's the intake right there. That one doesn't look like it's been hit. What's that thing like?
Yeah, so yeah, this thing just basically, yeah, like you said, just kind of let go. Cannot believe that piston is just done for. Yeah, dude, it basically just collapsed and broke into a bunch of pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how
Like
the
it
other
shattered.
pistons look. Yeah.
Looks like a ceramic plate if you were to drop it on the floor.
Yeah, well, that's why you don't use cast pistons. All right, we can sum this video up. Say that if there's other cracks, I'm sure there possibly is.
Probably other ones that are probably starting to do that.
Yeah. So.
But I will say, the longer I drove it, the more it like kind of felt like it was
weak.
losing power.
Yeah.
So maybe it was already had like a hairline crack, and it was already like cracked a little bit,
right.
And losing cylinder pressure.
Maybe after racing that Corvette, just not saying that mattered, but because you drive it crazy all the time, you rev it out, 8,000 on the rev limiter.
Yeah.
So for anyone, like I said, that is curious to know what these motors can withstand,
Not 8,000.
8,000 RPM sustained. I think, like I said, you might be able to do it 15 times, but to do it all the time, they will not hold up. And you see the guys, oh yeah, I put 1,500 horsepower through it, but how many times can you do that before it lets go? So the durability factor is not there, You need one of these, a BBC, to do that.
Or just not cast pistons.
Or just not cast pistons, yeah. Yeah, no. So that is the latest on the C10. So it looks like it's coming out, and I don't know what your plans are. If you're going to get a short block, replace the pistons, or get new pistons, rods, and crank, or buy a new block, or whatever. But I guess we'll kind of stay tuned. You're going to need to save some money up.
Yeah.
That means you're going to be working a lot.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, all right. Well, that's
whatever it'll be better.
I'm sure it'll be better, but you probably need to put a roll cage in it. You gotta put the axles in it. I mean, you go to the next level, it's just more problems, right? So, all right. Well, that's it for the C10 build, or I shouldn't say the build. I mean, I guess it's still being built, but it's just
Trials and tribulation.
See, kids, that's what happens. This is what happens when you don't listen to your parents. The parents say, "Hey, don't rev to 8,000," and you do it anyway. That's what you get. That's what happens.